Helen here with Eyes on the Game, and we are here at Mayweather Boxing Club, where I'm being joined by the former IBF light middleweight champion, Ishe Smith. Now, Ishe, congrats. Your last fight against Frank Galarza about 2 weeks ago, you scored a majority decision win. How important was that win for you?
Anytime you win, it's important. So anytime you fight to win is the objective. You don't go to camp and put in all that work to lose. So it was important to win, obviously, to get back into that title hunt and get back, fighting the big names. So it was very, very important to get that W.
Now, what's next for you?
Just staying busy, waiting for a call. Hopefully we'll get something by the end of the year. If not, maybe the beginning of the first year, maybe January, February-ish.
Are there any names in mind that you have?
When I was younger, I would call out people, but at this stage, it's just about making the big fights. I know who the guys are. I know who I'm targeting, and it's just my team's job. I trust my team to go out and get the fights.
Now, you are a veteran in this sport, and you're 38 years old. How much longer do you see yourself going out there and fighting?
I don't know. I'm definitely in the last few chapters. I don't want to do this forever. But as long as I'm able to compete and I can compete at a high level, I'll keep fighting. Obviously I don't want to do this forever, and I want to have my faculties about myself when I call it quits. But as long as I'm competing, and I feel like the last 4 years we've competed, even in some of our defeats, we competed against Vargas, and it's just about competing. And if I can compete and fight at a high level and bring back another title, that'd be great.
And what did Floyd tell you after your win over Frank Galarza?
He just told me a good fight, and they'll be looking to give me something big. He helped me during camp as well. Right now, it's just about, because when you get to a certain age, some of the things that I could do when I was younger, I can't do now. Some of the things, I'm smarter now than I was when I'm younger. So it's vice versa. You may not be able to do some things when you were younger, but I'm a lot wiser now, and I could do a lot more things as a veteran now than I couldn't do when I was younger. So Floyd just told me to just preserve myself and just be smart. Be smart at all times. And, right now my team is just about correcting the mistakes, fixing the mistakes.
Yeah, and speaking of Floyd, he's obviously always in the headlines, and especially recently, just yesterday, I believe Conor McGregor at the UFC 205 press conference brought up Floyd's name again, the fact that he may be interested in finally fighting him after fighting at UFC 205 in November. Do you ever see that fight happening, or do you think it may be just for publicity?
I don't know. It's hard to say. They're both. Floyd is the boss of all bosses in all combat sports, and McGregor is the boss of MMA. He's the boss of UFC. So, you want to see two bosses fight, because that would generate a lot of money. But at this stage, I don't know if Floyd will come back, and McGregor just has a lot of ties to Dana and the UFC. He has so many contracts, whereas Floyd doesn't have those obligations. So it would be nice if it happened, but just don't know.
Do you think if they ever did fight, that would shatter the Pacquiao Mayweather record?
Man, I don't know if that record would ever be shattered. That's a tough one, but I think it'll do some good business, and I think it'll do some really good business because just of the element of it. The names are so big. But that Pacquiao Mayweather was just it's gonna be hard for anybody to top that.
Yeah, and do you think there will ever be a Pacquiao Mayweather rematch though? Because Manny is fighting here in November against Jessie Vargas.
Man, Manny's fighting for all the wrong ingredients. He says he's fighting for money. He needs the money. Obviously, I don't know what he did with his money. And Vargas is in a pushover. Usually, when you get older, if you start fighting for things like money and stuff like that, it doesn't end up well for guys like that. So I don't know if he will get past Jessie and a couple more guys to even make a rematch even interesting. But I don't know. I don't know if it'll do big business like the first one, but it might sell.
Floyd, he's been in the gym, but he hasn't been training, right?
I can't say he's been training. I can't say he hasn't been training. It's not like I have I'm with him all the time. The times I've seen him in the gym, he's just coming in the gym, checking guys out, making sure guys are training, watching sparring, and encouraging guys, telling them what they're doing wrong. But as far as him training, I don't know if he's training at other times. If he's going to, he's always stays in tremendous shape. So I'm pretty sure he's doing something. Boxing, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure he's running and lifting and doing whatever else he wants to do, or swim.
Yeah. But do you think his retirement has been good for him in general?
I think so. I mean, he's been boxing since he could probably walk. So I think he made a ton of money. He did it his way, and if he wants to ride off into the sunset, that's his prerogative. He gave the game a lot of years, and he was on top of the game for many years. And you can see it now. The game is feeling it. We don't have no big event. We have no big events. Even the big fights aren't big events. Nobody's gonna fly out to see Kovalev and Warriors. It's not gonna pack like it. It's not gonna pack because they're not Super Bowl fighters. Well, Floyd, you have Oscar was a Super Bowl fighter, then you have Floyd was a Super Bowl fighter. Mike Tyson. I think Floyd was the last of our Super Bowl fighters. Those guys are stars, and it'll be a lot of people in attendance. And Canelo is a star, but I don't think people flew and flew out to Dallas to watch him fight Liam Smith. Whereas no matter where Floyd fights, people are going to fly out to see him. People are going to flood Vegas from all over the country, and I just don't think we have a guy like that right now. So boxing's definitely feeling that in that aspect. If Canelo and Triple G gets done, maybe that'll bring out some fans, but none of these guys are stars yet.
Well, on that note, though, with that being said, would you want to see him come back, even just for one more fight, and being, his friend as well?
I want to see him try to break the record. Not try. I want to see him break the record. That would be pretty cool for him to finish, 50-0 and break Rocky Marciano's record. Does he have the motivation to do it? I would have thought he would have fought already. I don't know. He put a lot of hard years into this game. He's fought a lot of tough fighters. I mean, a lot. Oscar, Diego Corrales, Castillo. I mean, he's fought a lot of people. So it's hard to say. But I would like to see him come back and break that record.